I suspect there's a bearing gone either this end or that end, or indeed, and I hope not, the actual bearing race on the thread. So I suppose now I may as well start taking it apart. So I'm going to start by removing the cowling here and the wiring and the motor here, and this track off the back, and then I can get all this cowling off and might be able to get a better look at it. Okay, get the front panel out without taking the back panel off first. Oh dear. I can actually feel something wrong with one of the bearings here. Okay. Keep going. As you can see, there's plenty of grease and oil. I keep it well lubricated, so you would think from that nothing really would happen to the screw ball bearing in there. I'm sort of hoping it's one of the end bearings, but I don't know. So that's what's underneath that cowling. Two chrome steel bars. They look to be about the same as hydraulic ram steel. They're about an inch or 25mm in thickness, and these are aluminium uppers, and they're cast aluminium. So it's built fairly strong, but I just, for the life of me, can't understand it's just wood shavings. I can't. No metal in it. I was expecting the X-axis drive motor to be a little bigger than that too, but it's been doing the job all right. Okay, so this is the X-axis stepper motor or drive motor. Everything's written in Chinese, so I really don't know what it is. This is a proximity switch, so if the X-axis comes over too far, you just press it against this spring-loaded bolt, and when the nut end here comes close to this it sort of senses the magnetic field and just shuts the machine down. So I think what I'll do is I'll undo the drive here now on the x-axis screw and take the drive motor out, the stepper motor out, and because you know you really can't feel, because you sort of feel, you can feel the increments of the motor. It sort of goes like this, like magnetism. So I want to take that off, and I want to see if I can feel the locking up of a bull race or something, you know. And then what I can do is take the bearing off the other end, and I can spin that freely, and then if I turn this and I've still got it, I know it's in there. And I don't know what I can do about it, because I really don't want to take that bearing apart, because I do know Mike in Portland, America, has bought a Novacon CNC mill, and he had problems with his x-axis, and he took it apart, and I think he wished he hadn't. So well, we'll see. I'll just take this slack on these off. We can find the damn hole. It's like I can undo them a bit. And now take the motor off. Come on. It should just come straight out like that. That actually feels exactly as it should. Just put it around there, sort of. That should be okay there. That feels very free to me. A fair bit of play back and forth in the back bearing over there, but I'm turning this. I just wish it would lock up. I wonder if I can get my drill onto this and whiz it back and forth with my drill. See if I can get it to lock up. Let's have a look and see if there's any, I can see any evidence of metal, little metal filings or anything, because they'll come straight out the bearing. Whether, ooh, there's a couple, just a couple of metal, couple of little metal pieces there. that just... Ah. I can feel a bit of something there. Alright, time to take the race at the far end so I can then eliminate whether it's that race or that bearing in there, but I just think it's that one in there. Okay, on this end there's two little lock nuts. Now to get those undone, what I'm doing is just getting a rag, and I'm going to grip the actual thread here with some mole grips or vice grips, where it really doesn't matter, like that. And to get these undone, you get a brass drift, and that should do it. Oh. Oh, well, that was fairly loose. I mean, it was nipped up there, but this one might be a little different. Oh no, he's loose too. Oh well, they were locked up. Now in here, there's obviously a little bearing here, and there should be a thrust bearing. Oh yeah. I'll just move the camera so you can see that a bit. There's a thrust bearing here, see there's a little ball race. Little ball race there, and a cup, and there should be another cup on the back side of this, if I can get it out. There it is. So that actually stops the whole assembly from going back and forth. It takes out all the play. So we'll put that in here. Okay. I mean, it feels very, very free there. That bearing, I can turn it with my finger. It's as smooth as silk. This does have a little roughness about it. That's got a definite roughness about it. So I think the next job is, I think I'll take him out and have a look, just free run it on the shaft, see if I can see or feel anything. I would just like it to lock up for me. I'll have to get it under a microscope, see if I can see, because I can't actually see anything at all other than those couple of little tiny flakes of metal that I did see earlier. Oh well, let's get this apart. There we go. Let's see how tight this is in there. It's not. It falls out. But that's okay. That really doesn't matter. And there it is. There is the x-axis, axes, bolt screw. you know, it feels... It's going to call me a liar now because it feels so sweet on there. I don't know. I'm still seeing little tiny bits of metal. Okay, so what I've done is I've cleaned it up. That's that little bit there. As I can, I got it on my drill, which is probably about 1000 RPM, I think, something like that. It feels perfect. So I'm trying to put it on a bit of side load. I can't feel anything wrong with it at all. However, this is the bearing at the end. It doesn't appear to want to run that free. I can't see anything in it, and I can't... It feels okay. I just don't know. I think the only thing I can do, the way it sounded, it was real metal to metal noise, as though a bearing was collapsing. Now I mean I have got on this cloth, I don't know whether the camera's going to pick that up at all. I've got little shiny little glimpses, like little stars, or like little metal flake that came off this thread, which would indicate to me that the problem lies within here. But I have to say that I have felt better bearings than that. It could just be bit of muck built up in there, but I'll clean it out and see where we go.